Hello, and welcome to this LockOut TagOut safety training program. In today's session, you will learn how to safely control hazardous energy while working with machinery. This training will show you what LockOut TagOut is, why it's important, and the exact steps you must follow to protect yourself and others. You will also learn the difference between authorized and affected employees, how to use locks and tags correctly, and what not to do around locked out equipment. By the end of this video, you will know the 6 LockOut TagOut steps, how to verify a machine is safe, and the rules that must always be followed. Let's get started. What is LockOut TagOut? LockOut TagOut is a safety procedure used to keep machines from starting up or releasing energy unexpectedly. Hazardous energy includes electricity, hydraulic pressure, pneumatics, steam, stored air, mechanical movement, gravity, and even leftover energy trapped inside a machine. LockOut TagOut protects workers from injuries such as crushing, cutting, lacerations, broken bones, amputations, burns, and electrical shock. Even one unexpected movement, even for a second, can cause severe injury. LockOut TagOut works by shutting off every energy source, locking it out, tagging it, and then verifying that the machine cannot start until the work is completed. Remember, simply pressing the stop button does not make a machine safe. Energy must be isolated, locked, tagged, and verified. There are 2 main parts to LockOut TagOut. LockOut uses a physical lock, like a padlock, to hold an energy-isolating device in the off or safe position. A lock physically prevents someone from turning the machine back on. TagOut uses a brightly colored warning tag to tell others not to use the equipment. The tag shows who placed it, when, and why the machine is locked out. Tags warn, locks protect. Whenever possible, OSHA requires that lockout be used because it provides physical control. Important, a tag alone does not stop a machine from being energized. Why LockOut TagOut matters? LockOut TagOut is one of the most important safety programs in any facility. Every year, unexpected machine startups cause serious injuries and fatalities. A machine can cycle automatically. Valves can reopen, or power can return after an outage, all of which can put workers in danger. LockOut TagOut prevents these unexpected movements. When LockOut TagOut is followed correctly, machines stay off until the work is safely completed. LockOut TagOut only works when everyone follows the rules, no shortcuts, no exceptions. OSHA overview. OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, creates national safety rules. The LockOut TagOut standard is OSHA 29 CFR 1910.147, also called the Control of Hazardous Energy. This standard requires employers to have written procedures for shutting down, isolating, securing, and verifying equipment. It also requires training for workers and regular inspections to make sure the procedures are followed. LockOut TagOut is not optional, it is a legal requirement. Company responsibilities. The company is responsible for providing a complete LockOut TagOut program. This includes clear written procedures, standardized locks and tags, proper LockOut TagOut hardware, annual inspections, training for all employees, disciplinary enforcement when procedures are not followed intact. The company provides the tools, but employees must use them correctly. Safety is a shared responsibility. Keep yourself and others safe. Authorized employees. Authorized employees are trained to apply and remove LockOut TagOut devices. They understand the types of energy in the machine, how much energy it uses, and how to isolate each source safely. Only authorized employees may place locks, and only the employee who placed the lock may remove it. One person, one lock, one key. If 2 people enter the cell, there must be 2 locks and 2 tags. Every person working inside must apply their own personal lock without exception. The number of locks and tags must always match the number of people inside the cell. Failing to apply your own LockOut TagOut lock is classed as gross misconduct. This violates company safety policy, puts lives at risk, and may lead to disciplinary action up to and including termination of employment. Affected employees. Affected employees are workers who operate or use the equipment or who work in the area where lockout tagout is being performed. Affected employees must never start or attempt to start a machine that is locked out. Never remove, touch, or interfere with any lockout, tagout, lock, or tag. Stay clear of equipment that is being serviced or repaired. Communicate with authorized employees when needed and follow all instructions. Strict safety warning. Borrowing, lending, or sharing lockout, tagout locks or keys is strictly prohibited. Each authorized employee must apply their own personal lock as required by federal OSHA regulations. This rule protects lives by ensuring every worker has individual control over their own safety. If any employee lends their lock, borrows a lock, or uses someone else's key, both employees are violating company safety policy and OSHA requirements. This is considered serious misconduct and may result in disciplinary action for both individuals, up to and including termination of employment. Lockout, tagout locks must only be used for lockout, tagout. They must never be used for lockers, toolboxes, cabinets, gates, personal items, or any purpose other than isolating hazardous energy. A lockout, tagout lock is a life safety device. It is not a regular padlock. It is not replaceable, not loanable, and not shareable. If you see a lockout, tagout lock or tag, do not touch it. Retraining requirements. Retraining is a critical part of the lockout, tagout program. It ensures that every employee understands the procedure, follows it correctly, and stays up to date with all safety requirements. In our plant, all affected and authorized employees will receive annual retraining to reinforce safe practices, refresh their knowledge, and ensure everyone continues to perform lockout, tagout correctly. Retraining is required whenever job duties change, new equipment is installed, energy sources change, or new hazards are introduced, lockout, tagout procedures are updated. An employee returns to lockout, tagout duties after an extended break of futures. Annual procedure reviews identify problems or missed steps. Retraining will be required if any employee is observed violating the lockout, tagout procedure. This includes skipping steps, using the wrong lock, entering a hazardous area without proper isolation, tampering with locks or tags, or failing to verify machine isolation. If someone fails to follow lockout, tagout correctly, even once retraining is mandatory. This is because improper lockout, tagout can result in severe injury, amputation, or death. Repeated violations or refusal to follow lockout, tagout procedures may result in disciplinary action up to and including termination of employment. Lockout, tagout skills must stay sharp. Retraining keeps everyone safe and ensures no shortcuts are taken. Lockout, tagout steps. The lockout, tagout procedure has 6 essential steps. Step 1, preparation. Review the written lockout, tagout procedure. Identify every energy source: electrical, hydraulic, pneumatic, thermal, mechanical, or gravity. Notify affected employees that lockout, tagout is being performed. Step 2, shutdown. Turn off the machine using normal controls. Allow all motion to fully stop. Step 3, isolation. Isolate every energy source. This may include pulling disconnects, closing valves, removing fuses, or physically blocking machine movement. Step 4, apply locks and tags. Apply your personal lockout, tagout lock and tag to every isolation point. Only you hold the key. The key must always be with you. Never leave your key unattended. Step 5, release stored energy. Stored energy can be just as dangerous as live energy. This includes compressed air, hydraulic pressure, steam, heat, springs, tension, elevated parts, or electrical charge. Release, drain, block, bleed, or neutralize all stored energy. Step 6, verification. Try to start the machine using normal controls. If the machine does not start, the isolation is effective. Important. Verification is the most important step. It confirms your safety. Key takeaways. Here are the key lockout tagout rules. Always communicate before and after lockout tagout. Use your own personal lock. Never use someone else's lock. Never lend or borrow locks to others. Never remove another person's lock cane. Always perform the verification test. Follow the written procedure every time. Ask if you're unsure, never guess. If you are an authorized person, you must have your lock before you start any work. Never enter a cell or hazardous area without your lock. No lock means no entry ever. Lockout tagout prevents injuries, saves lives, and protects you from danger. Your lock is your protection. Use it every time. Conclusion. Thank you for completing this lockout tagout safety training. Today you learned what lockout tagout is and why it matters, the 6 steps of the lockout tagout procedure, the roles and responsibilities of authorized and affected employees, the importance of using your own personal lock, the rules about never borrowing, sharing, or removing another person's lock, the requirement for annual retraining, and the consequences for violating lockout tagout procedures. Lockout tagout is not just a policy, it is a life-saving practice. Every lock represents a human life, your own life, or that of your coworkers. Always remember, no lock means no entry, no exceptions, no shortcuts, no second chances. Everyone goes home safe when lockout tagout is followed correctly. Your lock is your protection. Use it every time. Thank you for your attention and commitment to keeping yourself and others safe.